Many times in order for your web app to run, you need to run other servers. And Backfrap Containers is the perfect place for you to run such servers as long as all you need is to store ephemeral data. And now that the Backfrap plugin for ChatGPT fully integrates with Backfrap Containers, it makes super easy to run such apps. And by the way, if you like this kind of content, please leave a like in this video and consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss out on new content like this. And to illustrate today's use case, I'm going to create a website and host it in Backfrap Containers that connects to a Redis server. Redis is an in-memory database that's amazingly fast, super lightweight, and works with key pair values. It's very good on hosting ephemeral data. And to have that running, here I have the ChatGPT website open where I have selected the GPT-4 model and I enable the Backfrap plugin for ChatGPT. We already have videos here in the channel showing how to install the plugin. I also have my Backfrap account where I'm going to host the application and my GitHub repo named First Container where we are going to host all the project files. So back to ChatGPT, I'm going to start asking it to connect to my GitHub account. So connect to my GitHub. So it's going to ask me which account I want to use, and in this case it's Backfrap Dev. So copy and paste it in here. You can expand the plugin to see the requests being made to and the responses getting from Backfrap. And there you go, it's now connected. And we can start asking and prompting it to create our application. So, would you like assistance to a specific task using? Alright, no, so let's start with our prompt. In my Backfrap Containers account, please create an Express.js app that at every GET request updates the number of visitors to the website. This should be held in a Redis running in the same container. Let's say Docker container, just to be more specific. Docker container. The container should run on its default port and the host name for the container, the server. Let's be more specific. The Redis server should run on its own default port and the host name for it should be localhost. You should write the Docker file to create and run the app and the Redis server in the container. Expose only the Express.js port. Now hopefully this is information enough for it to proceed. Let's see how it behaves. So it's printing now the Docker file, so it's going to use node 14 and run npm install. I don't see any places in here where it is setting the Redis. We're going to ask it to fix that. So please correct the Docker file in order to install Redis in the container as well. So now it seems better. It's starting the Redis server. It's starting it as a daemon and run npm start. So this seems quite good. In here into my application, it's going to use the Express module, as I mentioned it. It's going to use the Redis npm module as well. It created a Redis instance connected to the localhost and port 6379, which is the correct port for Redis. And at every GET request, it's going to increase the visitor count and respond number of visits and the count. It's going to expose port 3000, which should also be exposed in the Docker file. Let's check. No, it doesn't seem to be exposing that port. Let's ask it to do it. So also expose the correct port in the Docker file. There we go, port 3000 seems okay. Let's ask it to deliver it to our GitHub. Please deliver it all to GitHub. It's asking me for the GitHub repo, and it is the repo is first container. Let's take a look into our GitHub account, refresh this and see if it worked. Have a main branch, which doesn't seem to be updated. Let's take a look into ChatGPT. Show me the links for the written files in GitHub. Oh, it didn't push it. So let's proceed with pushing it. So yes. So Git is not installing the project, so it's asking if I want to install it, so yes. Yes, it is in the main branch, so yes. Should we proceed? Yes. So it's now successfully delivered. Let's take a look, see if the files are there. Let's check master. It's not in here, perhaps in the main branch. Yes, still didn't push it. So it seems I have some committed code. Let's force push. Force push. There we go. Let's take a look. And there we go. We have the Docker file using Node 14, which is correct. Setting a work there, installing Redis server, copying the package.json file, running npm install, exposing port 3000, running Redis, and npm start. Let's see our app.js. It seems okay. And package.json also seems okay. Let's ask it to deliver it to Back4App. Now create a new app in Back4App containers that run this project. And there we go, we have the deployment ready in a new app named the Visitor Counter app. Let's see if it works. If I just click this link here, number of visits 1. Let's see if I refresh the screen. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Now all this information is being persisted in Redis, which is again a in-memory database. It's very fast, it works like a charm, but it deals like this with ephemeral data. So if this container stops or dies, let's say for inactivity, all the data inside the Redis will also be lost. So we really don't want to use this strategy for persisting data. You always want to use this process for handling ephemeral data only, which is data that can be retrieved from somewhere else in case of loss. So, if you found this video helpful, please click the like button and consider subscribing to the channel so it can help us grow. Also, share this link with a friend and they can learn something too. If you're already subscribed, thank you for that. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or an implementation you'd like to see, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. We always answer all the questions. I hope this content was useful to you and hope to see you back. See you soon. Bye bye.